Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise for the processional? You may be seated. For the 400th time, candidates for baccalaureate and associate degrees from the Pennsylvania State University have gathered to celebrate their commencement. All are in their places. These exercises for the spring 2022 College of Engineering ceremony are hereby called to order.
Thank you, Dr. Melton. I am Justin Schwartz, the Harold and Inga Marcus Dean in the College of Engineering, and I join and welcome you to our celebratory commencement today. Please rise for the national anthem performed by Megan Nardella, accompanied by the Center Brass Quartet.
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. It is wonderful to be here with all of you this evening, in person and on our live stream, as we celebrate the accomplishments of those individuals who have completed their academic programs at Penn State. To begin, it is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Nicholas Jones, Executive Vice President and Provost of the university.
Thank you, Dean Schwartz. I am honored to join you in celebration of the class of 2022. This year's celebration is particularly special to all our graduating students in the College of Engineering. I commend you for your perseverance, resilience, and commitment to learning during an educational experience like no other. Take pride in your success and always know how proud we are of you. Everyone, please join me in applauding this exceptional group of Penn State learners. Thank you. The commencement ceremony is of great importance. It is patterned after a ritual which has been repeated through the long history of higher education and duplicated throughout the world wherever there are universities and colleges. The academic dress and ritual have their origins in the first English universities of the Middle Ages. The mace is a symbol of the university and was carved from the first newel post in Old Maine. The robes we wear reflect our medieval past, and the caps and tassels are ancient symbols. Commencement is steeped in history, but the spirit of commencement is modern and always changing. Most importantly, commencement is a symbol of the outstanding achievements that have brought you to this day. Today is your moment, and make no mistake, those tears in your parents' eyes are not because they thought you would never leave this place. It is genuine pride in all your accomplishments and the sacrifices made to get to this day. You are entering a world like no other, one that has been changed by a global pandemic, as well as a movement to make our communities safe, diverse, and inclusive. I hope you will consider how you can contribute to building a better world. And now, the College Marshals from the class of 2022 have a few memories to share.
My favorite class was actually rock climbing. It was the only class that I look forward to waking up at 8 a.m. every Friday morning.
It was Horticulture 201 with Professor Jim Savage, which is tree climbing.
Probably Com 271, which is an introduction to multimedia journalism taught by Kurt Chandler, who is a former professor in the Belisario College who sadly passed away this year. And I just loved going to that class every day because he was just so enthusiastic and so eager about all of the different facets of journalism.
My favorite extracurricular activity was Engineering Ambassadors. That organization had a huge impact on me and will forever have a piece of my heart.
Apollo, a fun special interest organization where I was able to meet some amazing people and also be part of something as amazing as Thon and fight for a cause that I really believe in.
Being an EMS ambassador, I love showing around prospective students and their parents and answering any questions they have and showing off my pride for my college and my department.
Definitely Thon.
I found a number of board game groups on campus. I think the power of play is really important, and board games are also just super fun, flavorful strategy, and the people who play them are really cool.
Definitely the Daily Collegian. I'm actually in the Daily Collegian office right now. I'm the editor-in-chief.
The most surprising thing that I learned about myself is how self-sufficient I am, how I am living by myself and I can do my own laundry, can cook my own meals.
How much I'm capable of and the power of perseverance.
When I found my passion and I found my determination, I could really succeed in anything that I put my mind to.
My multidisciplinary interests aren't a weakness, but they're actually an asset.
How much I can take on as a person. Even amidst the busyness of classes and activities, I can still find time to tutor another student, take on a networking call, or help someone with a class.
I never stop learning things about myself. There's always something new every time I sort of think I've figured myself out, figured out what it is I want to do, what it is I love, who my people are. There's always something new and surprising just around the corner.
Start by teaching English, a subject that allows me to help students find their voices and advocate for themselves and others. At some point, I would like to return to grad or law school.
Working as an engineer at Mars Wrigley at their M&M's plant.
I am waiting to hear back from grad school, but in the meantime, I am also looking for full-time positions in the remediation industry.
My future plans are to attend the University of Washington School of Oceanography to pursue a PhD in physical oceanography.
So my immediate plans are to move back home to Atlanta. There's a really thriving, vibrant theater scene in Atlanta, and that's sort of where my network is. So I'm going to try and get some work as a theater artist there.
I'm currently applying for several jobs, hoping to get a position as a reporter in a local newsroom somewhere in the state of Pennsylvania.
I will be going to IBM as a front-end software developer up in Poughkeepsie, New York.
I will be working as an investment banking analyst for Perella Weinberg Partners in their New York City headquarters.
I would sum up my Penn State experience with the word unexpected.
Unmatched.
Enriching.
It would be impactful.
I would sum it up with the word growth.
Unexpected.
Searching.
Opportunity, because at Penn State there's opportunity everywhere.
And now I would like to introduce today's commencement speaker, Ms. Nicola Palmer. Nikki is the Chief Technology Ambassador at Verizon. She works with business leaders, industry partners, and consortiums, nonprofits, and universities to ensure Verizon is at the forefront of technology and innovation now and into the future. Nikki earned a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering from the Pennsylvania State University and an MBA from the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School. The title of her address this evening is Engineering: A Difference for Tomorrow. Ms. Palmer.
Thank you, Dean Schwartz. Thank you, administration, esteemed faculty, families, and friends of our graduates here today. And thank you for that kind introduction. You know, if I were to describe myself in 3 words, there's a lot of things I'm proud of in my professional life, but guess what they would be? Wife, mother, engineer. Yep, engineer is that foundational in my identity, and as it is for most of the engineers that I know. Maybe it's because of our shared trauma, right? The 4 or 5 years of suffering so intense. It's become part of us, and we just want everyone to know. You know, being an engineer, it commands a certain respect. It implies a certain creativity and discipline in problem solving. And it guarantees that you can recite a certain set of equations for the rest of your life, no matter how infrequently you use them or how often your non-engineer friends roll their eyes at you. So trust me on that one. And now, graduates, you can call yourselves engineers too. Congratulations. It is an achievement of which you can always be proud. You know, I became a Nittany Lion because I chose to follow in my father's footsteps. He's also a Penn State engineer. And like my dad, I've worked for the same company for my entire career. You may not have that experience. When I graduated over 30 years ago, the hiring climate was pretty good for newly minted engineers. There were ample opportunities in the defense industry and oil and gas, among others, but the communications industry, to me, there was something about connecting ideas, things, and people that was somehow more compelling than fighter jets and fossil fuels. But never could I have imagined how our lives would be completely transformed by the dawning of the digital age, the advent of the internet, and the growth of our electronic appendages known as our smartphones. So, somewhat instinctively, I chose to work in the communications field, and the pace of change over the last 30 years has ensured that I never look back. But I'm here to tell you that that pace of change is nothing compared to what the next 30 years is going to hold for you. The massive explosion of all the technologies we take for granted today was simply unimaginable when I was here at Penn State. The internet was in its embryonic phase, the fax machine and the pager, that was the hottest tech on the market. There was no TikTok, no Twitter, no Twitch, dare I say no Tinder. I'm not quite sure how we had a social life at all. But we have since seen the rise of the sharing economy. We stream movies, play games. We basically orchestrate our entire lives on a 7-inch screen in the palm of our hands. But that evolution was the last 30 years. That was my time. That was your parents' time. And by the way, we're not done yet. But what will your time bring? What will the next 30 years look like? What is unimaginable now? We are currently experiencing a super accelerated pace of global innovation. The pandemic advanced our collective digital transformation, fueling the deployment of technologies that enable remote learning, collaboration, telemedicine, advancements in connected intelligence technologies like 5G, AI and machine learning, augmented and virtual reality, the Internet of Things, as well as nanotechnology, blockchain, quantum computing, to name just a few. They are redefining what we even thought was possible. These trends are not just toys on the playground of the big tech companies. They affect every industry, and they influence how we all live, work, and play. You know, it's tough for anyone to predict how these technologies will change society in the years to come, but guess what? You will be the ones. You will be the ones, the innovators, the practitioners who will help shape it. You will be the ones who will develop the killer apps of the future, define and create the metaverse, help solve the world's biggest problems. You will find reliable, efficient sources of renewable energy. You'll create food and water security for millions of people, upgrade our infrastructure, protect us from cyber threats. You will drive the future of innovation and usher in the fourth industrial revolution. But remember, the fourth industrial revolution will never reach its full potential unless everybody takes part in its development. Inclusivity is the responsibility of engineers too. That means not only welcoming all people of races, genders, and backgrounds into our field, but considering all users as you develop your ideas. I have no doubt that you will contribute to this super acceleration trend and engineer a difference in this world. You know, life is a steady cascade of choices. So here are a few of the lessons that I've learned from my choices, good and bad, and I hope might be a little bit helpful to you. So first off, integrity is table stakes. All right, tell the truth. Your parents told you that, I am sure, at a very young age. But integrity is much more than simply not being deceitful or fabricating elaborate lies. Integrity is about follow-through, doing what you say, being trustworthy. It's about not being afraid to speak your mind, truthfully, honestly. You know, when I first started working, I had a viewpoint to share at a meeting, but I was too intimidated to say anything. Afterwards, a superior came to me and said, not sharing my opinion was a violation of my integrity. I'd never thought of it that way, but it stuck with me. Acting with integrity isn't always the easy choice, but it's a choice you'll be faced with every single day, and the right answers are not always clear. There's significant shades of gray. But navigating decisions with integrity and kindness as your compass will keep you on course. Number 2, know who's on your side and listen to them, for God's sakes. There are and will be people that have your best interest at heart and want you to succeed. Know who they are, nurture those relationships, and I bet some of them are here with you today. Figuring this out happened to be very useful in my career. Many years ago, one of my mentors asked me to take a job in wireless communications. This is way before most people were familiar with mobile phones. The phones that did exist weighed about 10 pounds. They could barely keep a call up, and they were only for the lucky few. It seemed like a risky move. I didn't want to do it. I love my current job. But my mentor knew some things that I did not. He knew wireless technology would someday eclipse the home and desk phone, and that the network that powered one of the most dramatic transformations of the last 20 years was about to be built. He knew that wireless was going to be the growth engine for Verizon, and the next generation of leaders would require that knowledge and experience. I think he also knew that a little miracle, you may not remember, but called the flip phone, it was on its way. All right, so you know what I said? Typical female imposter syndrome fashion. I said, okay, how can I work on wireless technology, though, like spectrum and radio frequencies? I'm an industrial engineer, not an electrical engineer. Crazy, right? He just laughed, and he told me that I would learn the technology, but it would be the relationships that I would form that would matter most, and guess what? He was right. Before too long, I was the Chief Technology Officer of Verizon Wireless. Third, resilience. In your career, there are bound to be setbacks, failures, and unfortunately, you may even encounter others that actively attempt to derail you for whatever reason. I've engineered stunning failures, lost important arguments, I've been frustrated and defeated. Your ability to bounce back is the path to lasting success. In fact, some say it's the most important determinant of success. Grit, tenacity, perseverance, whatever you call it, life is far too short to let anything keep you down for long. Teamwork. Here's a parting theorem for you, in case you haven't had enough of them already. Very little of significance in this world happens as a result of just individual effort. One of the most rewarding things you can do is be a productive and contributing member of a team, and I've never met a team that did not need a good engineer. Using your unique skills to move the proverbial ball forward even just a little bit can be extremely fulfilling. I've had this experience in my career, and I wish it for you all. It just doesn't get much better than helping others, receiving help, playing your part to the best of your ability, overcoming seemingly insurmountable obstacles through ingenuity unleashed by the power of diverse perspectives, and of course, celebrating your hard-earned victory with your team. This wondrous dynamic, it doesn't only happen in Beaver Stadium or here in the Bryce Jordan Center, it happens in the game of life too. So if you asked me 30 years ago where I was headed and what I would achieve, I wouldn't have had an answer for you. It's okay not to know. College is often touted as the best years of your life, but I am here to tell you that the best is yet to come. And remember, life is not meant to be one-dimensional. Be sure to find some kind of balance, and I don't mean some unachievable ideal division between work life and everything else. I mean embracing the chaos, embracing the complexity. The most inspired people that I know, they're multifaceted. They push the boundaries at work and for the causes that they believe in. They're professional engineers and they're soccer moms. They file patents and they write poetry. They're notable in their field and they're recognizable in their neighborhoods. Embrace the connections and the pathways that life offers you. It may not unfold exactly as you imagine, but surprises can ignite new passions. Explore the world, try new things, seek diverse opinions, and always be curious. It's the hallmark of an engineer, really, right? Curiosity, the lifelong love of learning. It's what will keep you interesting and relevant in our fast-moving world. So I ask you, what problems do you wish to solve? You may not know exactly right now, but in sum, here are my choices, my suggestions on what you might face. Choose to live a life of integrity and choose to be kind. Choose to listen to those that care about you. Choose to be the best team member you can be. Choose to be curious and lift others as you go. Choose to engineer a difference and don't give up easily, because the world needs you. And with your Penn State engineering degree firmly in hand, you are distinctly up for the challenge. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much, Ms. Palmer. Now I welcome Provost Jones back to the podium.
And now, class of 2022, we turn to the Board of Trustees, the legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania State University. That is the body that, by our charter, is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to the university. At this time, I call upon Trustee Lynn Dietrich to authorize the conferring of degrees at this ceremony. Lynn was elected to the Board of Trustees by delegates from agricultural societies effective July 1st, 2017. He graduated from Penn State in 1973 with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Engineering and is retired as Director of Engineering for Manitowoc Cranes Incorporated. He is also the former Vice President of Product Development for Grove Manufacturing in Shady Grove, Pennsylvania. Lynn is a member of the Franklin County Farm Bureau, American Farm Bureau, Pennsylvania State Grange, and Cumberland Valley Grange. He has received the College of Agricultural Sciences Outstanding Alumni Award and the Distinguished Alumni Award, the university's highest individual honor. He is married to his high school sweetheart of more than 50 years, with 2 daughters, Sarah and Martha, a son, David, all Penn State graduates, and 9 grandchildren. We are very pleased that he is with us today. Trustee Dietrich.
Thank you, Provost Jones. This is a time for celebration of all your accomplishments, your hard work, and your academic success. It is also a time for looking forward with excitement to the wonderful future that awaits. We wish you success, good health, and happiness on your life's journey. 49 years ago, I stood where you now stand, and I'm humbled to be here on your very special day. Everyone has at least one person to thank for making it possible for you to be here today. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I would like to extend our gratitude to the 2022 graduates of Penn State, their friends and family. Thank you. We are very proud of you. Now I turn to my official duties. Dr. Jones, by the virtue of the authority vested in and approved by the Board of Trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, you are authorized on behalf of the Board to confer on each of these candidates the degree earned as certified by the appropriate college and dean.
Thank you, Trustee Dietrich, for the authorization to confer degrees for these candidates assembled. Before we proceed to the conferral of degrees, please note that Penn State is recognizing our graduates who are actively serving, veterans, and graduates of our ROTC programs with special red, white, and blue honor cords for their service and sacrifices. At this time, I would like to ask all graduates who are embarking on military service and veteran students who have served our country to please stand. Okay, don't sit, don't sit. Now will those guests in the audience who are veterans or active duty members of the military also please stand. Please be seated. Thank you all for your significant contributions to our nation. You're seated. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. Graduation marks an important academic achievement, and I am pleased to recognize and introduce the department heads who lead our programs in the College of Engineering. They represent the faculty who certify these students for their degrees. As of fall 2021, Penn State has granted nearly 900,000 degrees. Will each leader please stand as I call your name and remain standing until all are introduced? George Lacerte, Professor of Aerospace Engineering and Associate Dean for Research. Suat Ermak, Professor and Head of Agriculture and Biological Engineering. Says Adam Turkter, Harry and Arlene Schell, Professor and Head of Architectural Engineering. Cheng Dong, Distinguished Professor and Head of Biomedical Engineering. Philip Savage, Walter L. Robb Family Endowed Chair and Head of Chemical Engineering. Patrick Fox, John A. and Harriet K. Shaw Professor and Head of Civil and Environmental Engineering. Chita Das, Distinguished Professor and Head of Computer Science and Engineering. Kultigan Iden, Professor and Head of Electrical Engineering. Thomas Laporta, Evan Pugh University Professor, William E. Leonard Endowed Chair, and Director of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. Judith Todd, P.B. Brenneman Chair, Professor and Head of Engineering Science and Mechanics. Stephen Landry, Peter and Angela Del Pezzo Chair and Head of Industrial and Manufacturing Engineering. Mary Frecker, Rice Chair of Engineering, Professor and Head of Mechanical Engineering. John Paul Allen, Huck Chair and Professor and Head of Nuclear Engineering. Now let's collectively give all of them a round of applause. Thank you. You may all be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I now wish to recognize the graduates who have earned meritorious achievement. In your digital program, you can see those who are graduating in the top 12% of their class. Upon completion of grades, additional names will be added to this list. Diplomas will have this academic achievement noted on the official document. Students who are graduating summa cum laude are wearing a blue and white cord. Students who are graduating magna cum laude are wearing a blue cord, and students who are graduating cum laude are wearing a white cord. Please hold your applause until all students in all three categories are standing. Will those students graduating summa cum laude please rise and remain standing? Will those students graduating magna cum laude please rise and remain standing? Now will those students graduating cum laude please rise? Congratulations again, and best wishes for your continuing excellence. You may now be seated. I would now like to call upon Peter Butler, Professor of Biomedical Engineering and Associate Dean for Education and Graduate Professional Programs in the College of Engineering.
Thank you, Dean Schwartz. At this time, we want to recognize another exceptional group of students, those selected to be recognized as their respective academic unit's student marshals. Each department conferring degrees today selects one student based on their academic, extracurricular, and leadership contributions to serve as student marshal and represent all seniors graduating from their respective unit. I will now ask each department student marshal to stand if present as I call your name. Please hold your applause until all student marshals have been recognized. Representing the Department of Aerospace is Brian Druby. Representing the Department of Architectural Engineering is Justin Sembauer. Representing the Department of Biological Engineering is Adira Nair. Representing the Department of Biomedical Engineering is Kara Miller. Representing the Department of Chemical Engineering is Brandon Perdue. Representing the Department of Civil Engineering is Allison Kotel. Representing the Department of Computer Engineering is Nikita Arbuzov. Representing the Department of Computer Science is Ame Deotale. Representing the Department of Data Sciences is Yishen Shi. Representing the Department of Electrical Engineering is Abigail Wagner. Representing the Department of Engineering Science is Jeremy Kern. Representing the Department of Industrial Engineering is Andrea Castaneda. Representing the Department of Mechanical Engineering is Samantha Link. Representing the Department of Nuclear Engineering is Casey Emler. Please join me in recognizing our student marshals. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the recognition of the department marshals. I would now like to call upon Provost Jones to recognize another group of our graduating students.
Thank you, Dean Butler. As a land-grant institution, we are chartered to offer the opportunity for training in the military service, and at Penn State, we have programs in the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. Representing the Joint Services today is Lieutenant Colonel Thomas Ozemblowski, Operations Officer, Detachment 720, Air Force ROTC.
Will all graduates of the Pennsylvania State University Reserve Officer Training Corps please rise? There are 21 cadets graduating from the College of Engineering. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. Dr. Jones, representing these cadets, is David Taglieri. Will David please rise? Dave is a Schreier Honors College student, was on the Dean's List every semester, and received a full scholarship to Penn State Air Force ROTC, which paid his way to earn his education here at this great university. He is the only cadet in modern memory to excel and hold high levels of leadership responsibility in our cadet wing while earning both his undergraduate and graduate degrees at the same time in civil engineering. He was elected in a senior cadet leadership position to oversee our training program for 160 cadets pursuing commissions into the United States Air Force and United States Space Force. And soon, Second Lieutenant Taglieri will join the Air Force's officer ranks to defend our country and keep us safe here at home. We cannot be prouder of Dave, and we wish him blue skies and fair tailwinds as he starts life's next great adventure. Congratulations, Dave.
Try again.
There we go, thank you. We will now proceed with the conferral of the degrees. Today's graduating students have followed their academic interests and will go on to make meaningful contributions to our nation and the world in countless ways. Will all undergraduate degree candidates in the College of Engineering, including those watching this live stream, please rise? That's you guys. Dr. Jones, Trustee Dietrich, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree you have earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. You may now move your tassel from right to left. Families and friends, please applaud your graduate. Congratulations, you may be seated.
Now, I am very pleased that we can bring back a cherished part of the graduation ceremony, walking across the platform, seeing your name on the big screen, and hearing your name read by a professional nomenclator. As our students prepare to walk, let's all recognize our World Campus and other class of 2022 graduates who couldn't be here today but are watching this event around the country and around the world. Please join me in congratulating them with a round of applause. Because families are eager to hear their student's name, I ask that you refrain from excessive noise as our graduates cross the platform. If you would like to have access to your digital slide after the ceremony, please visit the main commencement page and click on Ceremony. Also, a reminder that diplomas will be sent in the mail. Now the moment you've been waiting for, the recognition of our graduates, beginning with the Department of Aerospace Engineering.
Graduates being recognized with degrees in aerospace engineering are
Ethan James Cravat, Matthew James Beckerly, Monish Umashankar, Connor R. Michaels, Jeremy Lloyd, Gudaram McCormick, Vishnu Tej Dasari, Ryan James, Hugh G. Walton, Ryan Banks Glenn, Isaac J. Miller, Guillermo Castro Martinez, Gage Matthew LaChance, John Benno Borchers, James Bennick, Brian Druby, Adria Patrice Lewis, Chase D. Wyrick, Joshua Reed Bannon, Evangelina Ashlyn Evans, Ryan Peterson, Gannon Lenhart, Nestor Pillais Gillen, Colin Baxter, Matthew James Stevens, Liam McGregor, Shanzhe Zhu, Hao Hu, Jack Chiricella, John Gerard Visconti Jr., Sean Hazlitt, James Daniel McCoy, John Timothy Scully, William Frazier, Vincent Cow, Matthew J. Garfield, Addison Veronica Staskowitz, Caitlin Nicole Kramer, Owen A. Walsh, Riley David O'Neill, Jeremy Robert O'Connor, Casey Goodall, Giovanna Frankie DeBolio, Michael Kramer, Lauren Sawyer, Clifford Joseph Stuke, Joshua N. Oslin, Jordan Reed, Jacob Thomas Davis, Nathan Joel Alvarado, Christian Elliott Rivera, Tyler Holcomb, Ryan Edward Smith, Brandon Meredith, Samuel Roy Longacre, Tanner Rhodes, Nathan R. Hepler, Kyle Michael Zern, Dylan J. Rommel, Benjamin Rain Weaver, Wyatt C. Laudicina, Bradley Owen Yike, Jenna Lynn Cooper, Nicholas Richard Bland, Matthew Elias Bird, Benjamin James Milas, Sagar Padanarapagari, Nicholas E. Mock, Thomas Michael Hydro, Nathan Edward Brewer, Addie Navat, Carson Perry Hunsberger, Carlos Rodriguez, Hamad Abdul Monem Mohammed Darwish Al Marzuki, Hamad Abdallah Ali Abdullah Al Hamadi, Fatima Mohammed Nasir Al Zabi, Dana Rashid, Osama Babdullah, Omar Ahmed Anabtawi, Tian Yong Hu, Colton James Pollock, Joshua Ritter, Timothy Nelson, Brandon James Patella, Andrew Joseph Oberkircher, Jiwoo Song, Christian R. Kopecki, Jack Taucher, Carson Lowe.
Graduates being recognized with degrees in architectural engineering are
Xu Qiao, Bao Wen Guo, Zhantao Zong, Amanda Marie Clark, Ryan Christopher Macchiarelli, Stephen Harrison Rosenberg, Robert Michael Berry, Khaled Youssef Khalil, Sophia Del Carmen Magoff Madero, Christopher Andrew Eunice, Thomas J. Levkulik, Nathan Pazik, Wild George Gaser, Jack F. Perfett, Matthew Joseph Moffett, Peter Brady Reynolds Jr., Andre Dante Cosini, Cooper James Abel, Ziming Guo, Alexander Kayleen Fiedler, Omar N. Abolinin, Robert William Miller, Robert Orlando Sullivan, Michael John Cuser, Nathan S. Brion, Younger Chen, Sramoyi Banyopadye, Lorena Ribeiro, Ian Michael McCormick, Leonard Michael Bartelmo, Jacob Theodore Serene, Jeffrey Adam Haas, Clinton F. Swanico, Nathaniel Allen Bradley, Lauren A. Brumbaugh, Olivia Suzanne Paluch, Justin Scott Sembauer, Megan E. Lauer, Michaela Rose Bigley, Jenna M. Mosey, Catherine Elizabeth Reedy, Thomas Walter Barry, John Foreman, Sean Gregory Theoclitus, Christopher Joseph Matesky, Tyler Mackenzie Allender, Russell Storing Sykes, James Edward Lynch, Andrew James McGrail, Matthew William Lanzone, Vincent A. Meinert, James Earl Henderson Jr., Alexa Lee Parks, Caitlin Kennedy Canales, Samuel Harrison Wanatic, Marcus Anthony Janinek, Brian Michael Ostrowski, Edward Blazewski Jr., Marissa Violet Hillwack, Jennifer S. Downs, Irene Maria Mie Massey, Shane Joseph Kelly, Daniel R. Scalise, Samuel Aaron Zelnick, James Knoll, Reese Gary Wagerman, Caitlin L. Wirtz, Kyle McKelvey, Emily Grace Moore, Aubrey Dawn Baranek, Alexis Rose Shido, Kira Elizabeth Flood, Paige Marie Phillips, Abby Ann Turkowski, Matthew Thomas Cordry, Jerome Jackson, Jordan Daniel Buckbinder, Carolyn Elizabeth McKnight, Colson Scott Stoltzfus, Ryan Michael Shaplin, Jonathan Workis, Jordan A. Woodward, Dongjin An, Jae Young Lee, Banushi Mukija, Dana Hazem Elzabai, Samuel K. George, Emily M. Dent, Alan P. Chong.
Graduates being recognized with degrees in biological engineering are
Matthew David Stratton, Dominica Jean Cook, Nicole Fernanda Guzman Emesquita, Emily Catherine Miner, Renee Sollenberger, Marin Oprisco, Gabrielle Zaleski, Caleb Ryan Bachman, Ryan Thomas Lopez, Jacob Haskins, Joseph Marino, Brendan James McGinn, Colin David Campbell, Morgan M. Roggenbaum, Abigail E. Frank, Adira Ajit Nair, Lauren Alyssa Salona, Jonathan Wood, Sullivan Marie Herritt, Jingshuan Guo, DZ Wang, Anqi Zhao, Nolan Joseph Fulton, Dylan Chase Dietrich, Cameron Altimus Boldaz, Cameron Gift, Yamara Toon, Shane Michael Coons, Demetria Selevsiv, Caesar Duche, Serene A. McKenzie.
Graduates being recognized with degrees in biomedical engineering are
Xinwen Guan, Tyus Yangst, Blake A. Martin, Khaled Aman Amire, Ethan Samuel Trachtman, Zhou Yu Dong, Zhe Yu Yang, Trevor John Kleeman, William John Franklin, Catherine McAllister, Brianna Mary Mishiashia, Addison Rossi, Kendall Zerman, Samantha Joyce Simon, Nini Nguyen, Jiachong Tsai, Elena Welsh Laganilla, Lucas Robert Esposito, Evan Haney, Adam Hidalgo, Nicholas Lars Lundqvist, Helena Jarose, Mary C. Barnes, Megan Kathleen Ostertag, Lauren Onweller, Carrie Ann Christina Lovis, Emma Lynn Potorowski, Emily M. Fusco, Olivia Joy Garcia, Andrew Akins, Ryan Clayton Frasca, Allison McGlynn, Allison E. Willingmeyer, Lindsay Gale Engel, Jenna Marie Aldridge, Christopher James DePerna, Brittany Bellinger, Jackson Ellis, Tanner James Heckel, Brian Jacob Bixler, Gregory M. Good, Emily Jane Dennison, Allison Motz, Haley M. Betcher, Chloe Fellabon, Kara Miller, Rachel Catherine Honish, David F. Auerbeck, Samantha Danielle Splendido, Sarah Rose Benson, Xiaoling Tsai, Leo Hop, Benjamin Joe Chang, John David Hegeman, Malachi Lehman, Youngjun Kim, Marie Xia Meisner, Vishal Shah, Elijah Wood, Patrick Ryan McKnight, Hannah Marie Drzezinski, Santiago Lopez, Wesley Ian Yatsuki Matsuka Williams, Alexander C. Martin, Vanessa Lane Dale, Irene Teresa Krish, Medha Prabhu, Mangdi Liu, Nicholas D. Tusi, Mason Todd Proch,
Daniel Ford, Sungjun Han, Graduates being recognized with degrees in chemical engineering are
Jun-Woo Kwak, Jason Thomas Moore, Erica Lee Bender, Hannah M. Callahan, Graham William Rudy, Brandon Scott Perdue, Matthew J. Pekarsik, Joshua Miller, Hugh Min Huang, Lauren Margaret Peterman, Jessica Kirk, Kadambari Prabhakar, Bryce Catch, Madison Ellen Crawford, Caitlin Coulter, John Easley, Ethan Riss, Timothy James Schmidt, Mohammed Hamad Rashid Ali Al-Hahiri, Sultan Abdullah Sultan Saif Al-Nayadi, Abdullah Al-Awadhi, Abdul Rahman Gunaim Al-Adwani, Camilla Alejandra Villasis Marizalde, Shelby Lynn Hall, Charity May Hipple, John Bowers, Preston Joseph Hilbert, Benjamin Jedediah George, Muhammad S. Afzal, Joseph E. Hughes, Bianca M. Velasquez, Johanna Fink, Anthony Joseph Punjatori, Aritra Ghosh, Raymond Joseph Carbone, Tyler Zeke, Lauren Elizabeth Magnata, Lucia Lily Bruschi, Emily Peterson, Tyler Wesley Hayden, Ryan Andrew Ross, Zachary Matthew Pander, Ryan Nicholas Shantz, Anastasia Kihayes, Jonah Hartzel, Mason Hamilton, Michelle Carleen Gillespie, Kathleen McCourt, Molly Catherine McHale, Erica Sefcik, Lauren Victoria Plesia, Jimmy Fong, James William Parrish IV, Kevin Michael Slack, Courtney N. Wagner, Finn Haldeman, Gerald Lester, Daksh Adhikari, Colin James Gallagher, Charles James Nawa, Daniel Peter Giffen, Matthew Taylor Manchin, Lily O'Rourke, Cameron Tickerhoof, Peyton Glenn Zimke, Natalie Kathleen Heising, Anthony Robert Errico Jr., William Lloyd Bond, Emily Page Buckingham, Corey Weiss, David Charles Ritchie, Sean Michael Martin, Ian Michael Saunders Wilson, Danielle S. Hellstrom, Hannah Lee Shope, Emily Elizabeth Weber, Andrew Timothy Swingler, Juliana Catherine Radisi, Yunru Chen, Jared Kenneth Dompier, Eric H. Schneider, Tyler Anthony Lashway, Robert Jonathan Crispino, Hayden Mitchell Carpenter, Matthew Robert Randberg, Kane Smith, Belinda Yamurai Matavenga, Brandon Matthew Ricketts, Andrew Trench, Spencer Jameson Forget, Lila Toth, Elena Grace Simon, Le Ye Li, Zihang Zhang.
Graduates being recognized with degrees in civil engineering are
Zachary Bloom, Brandon Thomas, Patrick Stewart Mahalik, Sophia Maloki, Joshua Andrew Capitz, Anthony Joseph Forgione, Michael Arlia, Isabel Heminger, Adam Armstrong, Allison Marie Cottle, Shelby Luther, Rihanna Lonis, Melanie Chantel Nowak, Zachary Dylan Ebersole, Zachary Michael Lebrecq, Eric Matthew Baumgart, Tyler Scott Gross, Luke Gerard Yanisco, Matthew Cole Roberts, Ryan Doherty, Kevin Michael McCune, Benjamin Wagner McQuillan, Gregory Zlabinski, Andrew Michael Malmstrom, Napatson Prajamtong, Jacob J. Rodriguez, James William Gorley III, Dominic John Scrivano, Blaine Andrew Brophy, Aaron Anderson, Aidan G. Meyer, Ryan James Sullivan, Angelica Hunt, Molly Chesterman, Matthew Edward Piniella, Zachary P. Atkinson, Jacob Spear, Jacob Waltz, Aaron Paul Benson, Noah Matthew Frank, Jacob Hosterman, Patrick Gregory Larkin, Clayton J. Dorian, Darian Caldwell, John Daniel Tarosky, Sean Patrick Wills, Max Alexander Jugan III, Connor Thomas Ray, Andrew Lee, Felipe Garces, Daniel Jose Carbajal, N. Lin, Daniel Lindruth, Eric Woodward Lindruth, Evan Mia, Austin Thomas Rumbaugh, Dakota Sopko, Andrea Vanessa Mendez Aranda, Esonia Dow, Michael Francis Sadowski IV, Dallas Miller, Zachary Joel Owens, Andrew R. Seedham, Jana Conrad, Sadie Imogene Gok, Anthony Allen Lefebvre, Christopher John Murray Jr., Alec Joshi, Matthew Joseph Westoven, Hao Gong, Miles Bueller Kelly, Brooke Catherine McLaughlin, Cortland Sperry, David Liberato Taglieri, Kevin Walters Zavrotny, Caitlin Kelly, Ian Herbertson, Wafa Zwabi, Veronica Martinova, Francis Sluter, Jared Lucas, Zachary Brian Sims, Aaron Michael Tribula, Kyle Alexander George Good, Joseph Ralph Schwartz, Joseph Robert Salmonson, Carson Valesky, Mitchell Calder Pensack, Vincent Michael Allison, Andrew B. Thomas, Samuel Towsend Pyle, Malachi Jones, Jalen Carr, Evan Jean, Michael Morris, Marie Ann Schmitzer, Katie Ann Lane, Gwenelle Marie Loeck, Joseph Mallory, Ryan Connor Levengood, Ian James Farrell, Colby Uphold, Christina Marie Greist, Tyler S. Bentz, William Jake Diaz, Aiden V. Welch, Brian Leichtman, Daniel Christopher Lennon, Dhruva Savalia, Parth Bansal, Douglas Grande, Mitchell Rebholz, Siobhan Layton Egan, Mohammed Kamaleldin Jalal, Elijah Reese,
Daniel Bakun, Brett Milborn. Graduates being recognized with degrees in computer engineering are
Samuel B. Abrams, Ali Waredan, Zachary Lewis, Eric Folks, Joshua Ryan Wambolt, Kashitij Bargava, Joshua Zane Hannon, Dylan Knowles, Nicholas Thomas Hill, Ian Polidoro, David Swan, Adiraj Agarwal, Tamara Kispe Ramon, Thomas J. Bailorjean,
Yi H. Chan, Viet Huang Pham, Yu Chao, Joseph Gabriel Espinoza, Brian Patrick Heckman, Julian Nelson Campanella, Dominic Joseph Spatafor, David E. Antoniuk, Zachary John Cobone, Tan Long Duk Pham, Nikita Arbuzov, Yao Shu, Jefferson Bowie, Justin Michael Zhutkowski, Young Uk Ko, John Pham, Nicholas Ryan Wilburn, Palmer J. Pesta, Caitlin Yakeley, Omer Tanritanir, Maxwell David Molden, Kyle Terrence Ostrowski, Noah Black, Andrew Michael Heckler, Jun Yong Bai, Zaid Yazadi, Rajaswara S. Racharla, Homan Singh, Yaroslav Zdrok, Eric Vanalis, Chung Yuan Dai, Zhufang Xu, Jeremy Philip Cherian, Joshua Lee, Brian Subin Hong.
Graduates being recognized with degrees in computer science are
Adam Joseph Levin, Nathaniel Dunlap, Jung Eek Bang, Jamin Wang, Chin Yu Song, Jonathan Kyle Martin, Nathan Christopher Williams, Nicholas W. Calabrese, John Thomas Gimbarski, Benjamin Joseph Skamaka, Kai-Sin Chen, Vineeth Sharma, William H. Ma, Xi Wei Sun, Sui-Ching Li, Kai-Yang Zhang, Yuxuan Yang, Xingjian Bi, Enze Xu, Haoqian Fan, Matthew Charles Dechusky, Pei Chen Kuo, Lauren Alexander, Marissa Bailey, Caroline G. Anderson, Michael K. Chan, Cheryl Martitardis, Helia Agababazadeh, Venkata Sai Renusri Bandaru, Malaine Sit, Hunter L. Schuyler, Rene Isai Cantu Esparza, Eddie Ubri Jr., Ziam Jan, Hao Chung Bao, Bradley Douglas Forward, Han Yi Xing, Bo Yang Zhou, Ryan Herman, Evan Menendez, Jonathan Anthony Ville, Timothy Ian Maga, Zekun Wang, Yan Yang Chen, Li Hao Chen, Xiaojun Lin, Yuhan Hu, Mitchell Edward Miles, Noah Lee Gearhart, Javier Montaner, Chewan Chun, J. Surya Reddy Ravula, Samuel W. Horn, Min Jiang Kim, Erqiang Gao, Xu Tong Wang, Kai Wen Wu, Xunjie Zhu, Danling Jiang, Nicholas James Warner, Daniel C. Tong, Charles Tanner, Christian Taylor Stewart, William Robert Delaney, Mohit Bhushan, Sachit Gupta, Kanika Sharma, Eileen Francis Hughes, Michelle Glenn, Pufan Shen, Hoi Ching Chong, Shi Chang, Tyler Seward, Matthew S. Sickler, Amy S. Diatali, Michael Paluda, Gabrielle Lieto Stewart, Mutian Fan, Malik Gupta, Zerwei Hai, Nicholas Crespo Stazer, Andrew Joseph Millward, Changshuan Du, Zachary Johnston, Kevin Joseph Hanlon, Bennett A. Smolin, Rachel Rood, Caitlin Jean Wassel, Sophia Elizabeth Sapp, Rachel Elizabeth Brooks, Tanner Edward Mahovsky, Michael Coleman McDonough Jr., Israel Ficaro, Andrew Ross Cantiliano, Connor Spear, Luke Baldwin Fasanello, Sneha Guruvanavar, Archit Goswami, Vishwa Shankar, Chase Devin McFarland, Vandana Agarwala, Tanish Rastogi, Guahao Shen, Armin Fatehi, Benjamin Richard Humrich, Thomas Wong, Matan Botansky, Alan Wen Tao Shu, Kevin Patrick O'Connor, Patrick George Barron, Samad bin Khalid Sayed, Christopher Joseph Keelty, Brittany Ting, Ryan Robert Hayes, David John Valeri, Son T. Nguyen, Connor Paul Calderon, Dominic Vincent Sioka, Rohan Sanjay Bhargava, Leen Ali U. Altubaiti, Abdulaziz Nuaf M. Al-Sarani, Manan Gupta, Shawash Shekhar, Rajveer Bakhaniwala, Rishikesh Deshpande, Rohit Menon, Vivian Yutian Chen, Madeline Rodriguez, Yuan Lun Chang, Brian Liu, Tyler M. Mueller, Kruti Kumar Piyush Patel, Julian Anthony Rovera, Nicholas Dureski, David Selton, Nicholas Scott Faust, Jackie Chan, Joseph Anthony Alfano III, Jacob T. Cunningham, Jacob Andrew Anderson, Jacob Ryan, Luke McCleary, Harshvardhan Sharma, Shivam Nikhil Patel, Sitant Agrawal, Mohak Varma, Abhishek, Abhir Jasuja, Tyler Dallas Freywald, Amanda C. Innocent Ike, Matthew James Schiffauer, Sheng Su, Anastasia Sarah Mueller, Lucas Carlisle Vasquez, Abhinav Shankar Mamidapaka, Arpit Singla, Naga Sai Srinivas Vutukuri, Deep Harkani, Harsh Gupta, Joshua Jonathan Famous, Suchia Huang, Shaunak Sawand Wa, Kunal Dendikar, Harsh Vaya, Spencer Bennett Leahy, Anthony J. Bigler, Dmitry D. Gordienko, Chengrong Xu, Jingyi Zhang, Preet K. Patel, Dhruvi Manesh Patel, Connor Zold, Ali Ahmed Basiuni, Charles Lorenzo Ortiz Green, Nathan Eskinder Barahi, Haley Joldos, Mackenzie Walker, Brendan David Jugan, Austin Hunter Burns, Johnny Jiang, Li Qianzhu, Evan Daniel Cohen, Joseph A. Fiotti, Donovan C. Gaffney, Omar Siam, Yiqi Zhang, Yuxin Deng, Wei Peng Hu, Yuchun Wu, Diego A. Mercado, Benjamin Alberto Gutierrez, Aining Ding, Carson Jack Forsyth, Devin Scott Gaynor, Cameron Thorpe, Joseph Neil Underwood IV, Adam Michael Gurish, Abdul Karim Khaldoon Rai, Mohammed Ajan Haji Esmail, Noah Joseph DeLeon, Laren Ma, Haodong Ding, Han Fei He, Zilue Zhang, Yuan Wang, Hao Chen, Wen Shilan Ren, Shuo Zhang, Sai Durrani Makilaneni,
Graduates being recognized with degrees in data science are
Brinda Iyer, Kritika Shahani, Prithvi Rana, Robert Shu, Paridhi Kandalwal, Alex Chi Shang Zhuang, Ronak Dinesh Kumar, Benjamin Francis Caggiano, Tarush Gaur, Oshin Arya, John F. de Blasio, Eric Trent Schneider, Jingyi Liu, Yichen Shi, Samuel Cohen, Danila Rozhevsky, Gabriel Berlin, Ivan Vladislavovich Voinov, Abhishek Mahajan, Anastasia V. Vopilius, Ali Marie Racho, Mackenzie Myers, Martin Boyle, Chi Hong Chu, Sung Chi Chen, Vincenzo L. Marquez, Zhang Bo Chun, Yu Kun Lee, Wei Meng Shao, William Koo, Victor Suhendra, Rohan Pamidamukla, Brett Donnelly Morris, Nicholas Anthony Swarren, Xingwei Wang, Yuan Luo, Sai Danush Dadapaneni, Zubair Ahmad Sheikh,
graduates being recognized with degrees in electrical engineering are
Harlan Lee Schober Jr., Thomas M. Forstmeyer, Joseph A. Weiss, Casey Joseph Ivans, Ahmed Muatiz M. Aldakil, Hong Yi Lai, Sri Adanariana Dasari, Cassandra Nunez, Chawit Watanaka Jana, Chen Shu, Ahmed Abdullah Ali Mohammed Al Marzuki, Abdul Rahman Jamal Al Marzuki, Saeed Manucher Sefai, Mohammed Ahmed Obeid Mohammed Al Hafiti, Abigail Elizabeth Wagner, Stephen J. Davis, Amelia S. Raghi, Elizabeth Sue Daly, Parker Carmen Bria, Stephanie Isabella Braun, Ryan Lukacek, Destiny Ann Todd, Derek Cappadocia, Rima Dar, Shad Walid M. Ali, Rahaf Nasser J. Sindhi, Patrick B. Maurer, Harsh Natvarlal Canaria, Ignacio Joseph Marco Jr., Joshua Masiti, Brandon Solomon Waby, Dean Michael DeRosa, Max Can, Shen Chen, Ching Han Cho, Pierce Jack McKelvey, Kareem Ershad, Blake Adam Yakub Martin, Hubert Mikulski, Yihang Yu, Hao Ran Li, Kefan Wu, Jiachuan Lin, Yu Hua Wang, Jacob Michael Wilczynski, Matthew Quigley, Emmanuel Wakesa Wafula, Flavia Wanja Kungu, Daniel John Hutchinson, Henry Farrell, Raymond G. Luffy III, Abigail R. Joshi, Hannah Christine Butter, Zachary Zapico, Andrew Gross, Benjamin Tatsuya Midlick, Michael Joseph Spinella, Neil Rana, Tyler Lee Livengood, Jason Chen, Ryan Maloney, Brandon Beater, Christopher Brian Palmer, Paul Katyal, Benjamin Daniel Simone, Joshua T. Stoney, Alexander William Sharkins, Brian Abel, Malik Sultan Dewan, Alexander Bowman, Miles C. Green, Thomas Joseph Humes, Eric Klinsman Rios Guzman, Emery Ben Yakut, Jonathan Franklin Adams, Blake Matthew George, Joshua Frederick Clemenson, Moro Antonio Mazzatelli, Jeffrey Lewis Jenkins, Elijah J. Barcombe, Mohammed Majed I. Al-Kahmus, Hyun Woo Yu, Chaewon Song, Kenneth B. O'Connor, Omar Saif, Ethan A. Curry, Eric J. Falconer, Juan Garcia Serrano, Alessandro Placitelli, Samuel Simkin Marenfeld, Stephen L. Homan, Andrew Michael Seelig, Michael Perry Cordray, Brendan Leesoff, David Soriano, Jack Thomas Supinia, Ryan Quaid, Tyler Nathaniel Adams, George Braden Gross, Rowan M. Resk,
Melody Chandran. Graduates being recognized with degrees in engineering science are
Bill Chen, Caden M. Smith, Jeremy Daniel Kern, Melina Maria Efteri Kamaraitis, Brian Baldwin Lester, Daniel R. Starr, Eric W. Sullivan, Ryan Allen Lee, Sashank Sridhar, Jackson Schwartz, John Henry Heisman, Zachary Renda, Jared Daniel Martin, Nicholas Pulaski, John Ho Lee, Zachary J. Morgan, Allison Emily Hanger, Tanner Michael Sherry, Renee H. Gangarosa, Alec James Kramer, Ethan J. Dildeen, Flor Itzel Para Rodriguez, Katrina Ariana Verlinda.
Graduates being recognized with degrees in industrial engineering are
Dale Allen Goldman, Paul Eichhamer, Michael D. Borman, Jarrett Alexander, Hicham Karaichi, Hamza Uwasadin, Samip Supash Ayanu, William Irwine, Rodrigo Martinez Ruiz de Esparza, Paritosh Krishna Padma Kumar, Jomana Othman A. Algamdi, Donna Althanian, Nada Salem M. Alaskari, Taha Murat Harkar, Michael Joseph Bartley, Taylor Deal, Corey Dennis Watkins, Cal Jeffrey Nakatra, Peter Jacob Vogel, Adam Wilson Pilewitz, John David Konieczny, Suleiman Akinsanmi, Joshua Caleb Pitts, Emma Lynn Schmidt, Jennifer Aklilu, Mary McVeigh, Justin Barry Katz, Jack Stephen Armstrong, Anthony DeTizio, Zachary Austin Kleppy, Ryan Thomas Abraham, Natalie Purwo, Kyle A. Hong, Grace Halloran, Andres Eduardo Halverson, Brian Haim-Gartner Gelman, Enrique Antonio Tello Umirez, Oren Ben Levi Baraja, Alberto Victor Toledano Bruckstein, Juan Carlos Arguello, Eduardo Abraham Debus Selman, Felix Ho, Jean-Louis Lino Santher Jr., Michael David Torriello, Michaela Haas, Andrea Castaneda, Grace S. Hageman, Luke Natsvlishvili, Andrew Mark Galetta, Nathan Andrew Kovalik, Zachary Thomas Sieg, Thomas Andrew Katonka, J. Michael Tomlinson, Matthew Peter Wozniak, Scott Thomas Pollock, Matthew John Schierling, Taylor Elizabeth Rubino, Emily Felice, Carson Sue Meck, Ryan M. Malloy, Jason Charles Humphrey, Brian Thomas Dubats, Ethan Nicholas Halban, Natalie Rose Summer, Ethan Liebig, Brady Fewer, Abigail E. O'Connell, Ava Drum, Caitlin Stephanie Danchek, Navya Suri, Lois Jung, Iran Zhang, Xiangping Chu, Fei He, Devin Huang, Braden Heisler, Anthony Manzo, Diego Ibarra Santa Cruz, Ziqi Xu, Haokun Zhu, Kaylee Linton, Michael Morin, Yuchen Lin, Julian Francesco Picofazzi, McGregor Douglas Musil, Sarah Restano, Sonia B. Petrucci, Andrew William Simcox, Matthew Jad Roach, Jane Pham, Caitlin Celeste Minson, Nathan Ellis Zadowitz, Matthew Lewis Wojcik, Matthew Austin Gruber, Quinn Edward Coughlin, Melody J. Young, Archit Javkidkar, Mohammed Aman Mujib, Davin Howell Anderson, Gavin Michael Hinshaw, Nicholas N. Melendez, Parker Steele Rittiger, Taher Khaled Solomon, Amanda Haley Gibson, Prihadishwaran Prabhakar, Matthew John Solarzik, Hao Dong Tian, Yifang Wu, Kier Bai, Emma Youngmark, Margaret Gretchen Riggle, Andrew Foxwell, Cassidy Reed Bowser.
Graduates being recognized with degrees in mechanical engineering are
Shuxiang Tui, Bennett Thomas Brown, Nicholas Moore, Carson Daniel Lortz, Tyler Dawson James, Haran Chadba, Luke Robert Livingston, Mark Dyer Gallagher, Joseph Pakaitis, Liam Cahill Boyd, Dungan Adams, John Robert Del Monte, Milin C. Budzian, Ryan Matthew Stroll, Mason Nartates, Jordan Craig Smith, Paige Elizabeth Vernon, Emma Snelling, Rose Warburton, Robert Wanker, Zachary William Kerr, Helena Klaus, Morgan Lee Alloy, Juliana Kristen Lynch, Jacob Daniel Myers, John Francis Belinsky, Ethan Thomas Rothermel, Tyler Cabo, Dylan Michael Momeyer, Kyle Chase McFerrin, Justin Robert Bubash, Ryan William Bubash, Grace Marie Chiodo, Alexis Marie Argyrakis, Nicholas John Bosak, Anthony Liu, Ryan Pavlitsa, Mackenzie Bryn McLeod, Ariana Isabella De Palma, Sarah Ploner, Nicholas Sinek, Cedric Jones, Andre Thomas Bodsvik, Michael Vincent Croniali, Liam Fegan, Eric Thomas Folmer, John Francis Haver, Brendan Patrick Murray, Stephen Matthew Budzinski, Anthony Raymond Manorino IV, Jeffrey Tyrese Jones, Ryan James Mandick, Naishuan Zhang, Quang Li, John Yin Wang, Shijie Liang, Kyle Joseph Partridge, Matthew Taylor, Alexander David Yablonsky, Marcus Christopher Perovich, Lucas Charles Seibel, Maverick Michael Henry, Jack R. Shepard, Corey Stephen Cunningham, Asad Khalid Mubarak Alfori, Tanner Ryan Klotz, Jamil Nieves Santiago, Luna Morales, Hiroki Fujioka, Jack Seibel, William DeWald, Frank Vince Constantine Jr., Giovanni Joseph Riggi, Nathan Gardner, Patrick Joseph Bradley, Ethan Ayatesta, Savannah Spazak, Mohammed Obeid Mefta Obeid Al-Qatari, Hamdan Khalaf Al-Arafati, Nasser Ibrahim Salem Nasser Al-Salmi, Saif Dafer Mubarak Saeed Al-Ameri, Ahmed Mohammed Ahmed Aisa Al-Hamadi, Sheikh Khalifa Hurez bin Khalifa bin Saeed Al Maktoum, Adam Michael Beamsdorfer, Noah Person, Thomas Richards, William Carl Krobath, Cesare Christofiak Jr., Sandon Tyler Birch, Aaron David Grazer, Justin Hageman, Alexander J. D'Amato, Eric Donald Conklin, Ryan Wright, Anthony Joseph Martelluzzi, Gregory Matthew Susi, Kevin Sheenan, Preston C. Scott, Matthew Lyndon Kwok, Abhinavmitra Vajala, Jonah James Glunt, Olivia Francesca Brankovic, Frank Incarnato, Albert Preston Blanet, Wang Xia, Wenxin Li, Zheng Haozhe, Ahmed Badia K. Al-Kiari, Mohammed Fuad A. Bulega, Tyler Ringenberger, Christopher H. Halteman, Jared Stewart Kynes, Jacob Ziegler, Ethan Anderson Kibbe, Michael Christopher Granito, Keith Christopher Glover, D'Artagnan Kenneth Paulus, Wyatt J. Kinder, Matthew William Holderith, Gabrielle Rose Dummigan, Michael John Music, Ji Wei Zheng, Yingqi Yue, Wei Ji Liu, Jacob C. Riley, Matthew Scott Burton, Ji Yu Song, Ikbum Kim, Yichun Cho, Hao Jie Zhang, Bryce Barkley, Jacob John Rathway, Tyler Edwards, Andrew Scott Batchick, Jacob Folds, Paul Kerner, Anirudh Hariharan Anand, Shashank Garikapati, Owen Krasinger, Luke Joseph Fickner, John W. Gority, Brady R. Eck, Thomas Francis Patterson, Andrew J. Banks, Tyler Adams, Brandon Robert Eckberg, Jack Reed Cernica, Aaron Thomas Hughes, Jonathan Tyler Rock, Brady A. Klinger, Brian Zhang, Adam A. Seeler, Jackson Charles McKay, Mitchell Scott Lamb, Braden Robert Bowie, Joshua Thomas Wildonger, Amy Zhang, Sarah G. Fox, Michael Anthony Roth, Jacob Becker Yaglowski, Amanda Lynn Kurtz, Sean Timothy Neal, Jared Stonkus, Hamed Abdullah Jabri, Syra Hussein, Fiorella Arroyo Calderon, Morgan J. Norris, Clayton Joseph Guillot, Matthew Thomas Schwartz, Ross Timothy Hamilton, Ryan Thomas Maziars, Marcos Leoncio Sakisela Jr., Emma M. LeMay, Courtney Elena Truskolaski, Sarah Weiner, Victoria Rose Lenzi, Robert J. Van Kirk, Kurt P. Barkley, Connor Gregory Quiggle, Noah Subasic, Eric Jaworski, Stephen R. Moransky, Thomas Nguyen, Suwa Kim, Wilson Wong, Liam R. Parrish, Zachary John Jankowski, Alexander Kabak Hahn, Christian Scott Robinson, Ian Christopher Campbell, Philip Kalman Canis, Elizabeth Mary Whedon, Sean Edward Harvey, Stephen Simone, River Ulrich, Khadija Hamida Narodin, Benjamin James Diffendale, Meredith Collins Hay, Corinne Dutkowitz, Blaze Hunter Hecox, Dylan R. Steiger, Jay Sim, Samantha N. Link, John Dylan Hosgood, Joseph M. Davis, Nino Effendick, Allison Nicole Whistler, Benjamin Thomas Servey, Jia Yang Zhang, Jacob Douglas Pfeiffer, Andrew William Smythe, Jake Grant, Arlen Guodonum, Francis Kenneth Campbell, Cameron Z. Murphy, Milo Duderville, Tyree Daniel, Randy Blanco, Rafael Damilola Balogun, Abdul Malik Abdullah Mohammed Al Marduf Al Sadi, James Anthony Hampson, Gavin Kelly, Mitchell Talbot, Christopher Ryan Pombianchi, Logan Reese Klinger, Jordan Riley, Jace Pfeiffer, Joseph Paul McInerney.
Graduates being recognized with degrees in nuclear engineering are
Mohammed Y. Alamiri, Rithvik Kundurapu, David Druckenmiller, Levko Bodan Higgins, Ryan Austin Cassidy, Josue Carrera, Austin Jake Porter, Alyssa Nicole Jadek, Madison Susan Gitson, Sarah Elizabeth Kolecki, Michael Allen Thomas, Evan C. Lambert, Adam Nicholas Gadd, Benjamin David Hines, Jackson Nicholas Butchko, Casey Albert Emler,
Graduates being recognized with degrees in software engineering are
Abdullah Mahassan, Neosotis Diaz Santiago, Cody Walker,
Okay, now let's all give the class of 2022 another round of applause. Thank you. Now I am pleased to call Casey Moore, President of the Penn State Engineering Alumni Society of the Penn State Alumni Association, to induct these new graduates into the association. Casey is a Principal and Executive Vice President for Corporate Operations for McMahon Associates Incorporated, a full-service transportation engineering firm with 15 East Coast offices and over 200 employees. He is responsible for firm-wide leadership and strategic initiative responsibilities for all corporate and support functions, including human resources, marketing, IT, and administration, and also serves on the firm's board of directors as treasurer. Beyond McMahon, he also supports many fundraising initiatives such as the Ronald McDonald House, Children's Hospital Philadelphia, and St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Casey and his wife have 3 daughters. Their oldest is graduating from Penn State this spring from the Donald P. Belisario College of Communications. Their second daughter is entering Penn State at University Park in fall 2022, and their youngest is in high school. We're pleased Casey Moore is with us today. Casey?
Thank you, Dean Butler. Congratulations, class of 2022. I thank all of you for sticking around. The Penn State Alumni Association celebrates your successes and welcomes you into a proud network of Penn Staters. More than 174,000 alumni and friends like you keep their connection to our world-class university strong through membership in the Penn State Alumni Association. With your graduation today, the Alumni Association is pleased to present you with a free membership for your first year. Everybody likes free, right? Your membership keeps you in touch with Penn State and connects you with more than 300 geographically dispersed alumni chapters, interest groups, and college and campus alumni societies. I invite you, once you're settled, to reach out to your local Penn State alumni chapter. And in your case, even reach back to the College of Engineering department or the College of Engineering office to find the many ways you can stay involved and engaged with Penn State. Your Penn State family will be happy to hear from you. And in the coming years, when you return to University Park, we invite you to visit us at the Hintz Alumni Center, as well as visit your friends and faculty and staff at the College of Engineering. With that, we would like to ask our new graduates to once again please rise. Now, would all other Penn State alumni here today please rise? It gives me great pleasure to induct all graduating students of the Penn State University into the Penn State Alumni Association. Welcome to the Penn State alumni family. We are! Thank you! Congratulations, you can be seated.
Thank you, Casey. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude this ceremony, there are some groups that deserve special recognition. Parents, grandparents, spouses, children, other family members, and friends all have contributed towards the achievements being celebrated here today. Would family members and friends of the graduates please rise and remain standing for just a moment? Your sacrifice, understanding, support, and caring have helped the graduates to attain their educational goals. This encouragement is very important and not always easy when you have to share the stresses and strains of an undergraduate program. It takes a special commitment. I know that you also have worked hard to get to this day. I want to ask the graduates to stand now, to look at their family members and friends, and join me in thanking them for all they have done to support your success at Penn State. Thank you very much. You may be seated. At the heart of every great university is its faculty and the staff members who support them. I wish to ask all faculty and staff members in our audience to stand and be recognized. Thank you for your many contributions to Penn State. You may be seated. I wish to conclude our commencement ceremony by thanking you for the We Are spirit that embodies our community. I am proud of all of you and grateful that you chose to advance your education at Penn State. You will always be part of the Penn State family, and we wish you health, happiness, and success wherever you go. Following the departure of the platform party, the university marshals will dismiss graduates of each college. Now we end our commencement ceremonies. We will be led in singing the Alma Mater by Megan Nardella. Will you please stand and remain standing until the academic procession has exited the floor? Graduates, for everyone's safety, after the Alma Mater, please be seated until all members of the platform party, faculty, and marshals have exited the floor. College marshals will dismiss you by rows. And now, the Alma Mater.
The song
So get in the car, you can ride it wherever you want. Get inside it, and you wanna steer, but I'm shifting gear. I'll take it from here. Oh yeah, yeah, and it goes like this. Take me by the tongue and I know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I don't need to try to control you. Look into my eyes and I'll own you with them moves like Jagger. I've got them moves like Jagger. I've got them moves like Jagger.
You wanna know how to make me smile? Take control on me just for the night. But if I share my secret, you're gonna have to keep it. Nobody else can see this. So watch and learn. I won't show you twice. Head to toe, ooh, baby, run it right. But if I share my secret, you're gonna have to keep it. Nobody else can see this.
And it goes like this. Take me by the tongue and I know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you.